Welcome back, class. I'm Matt, your guide here on Caliber. We're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. And in this quest of what pride hath wrought, we are working our way to the second blockade. I'm still hoping to get some Fade Touch Silverite, because that would just be super nice, but that does not appear to be happening, no matter how much Silverite we find. I mean, it's all over the place, but no. Apparently none of it's been touched by the Fade. It's a real shame. But we'll survive. We gotta get to that second blockade and make sure that the troops are kept happy, morale is kept high, and the Arbor Blessing is kept trimmed. So otherwise it just looks sloppy. It just looks sloppy, but not enough for me to care that much about it. I'm just here to trace the tropical birds, so let's rock and roll. Let's see, we got these ones.
You and me, let's go!
Oh, where'd you come from?
Get the warrior!
Really? That hasn't happened for a while. How odd. I'm going to assume that those are some kind of super assassins. Otherwise, I can't explain how they were able to so easily take Cassandra down when she is crazy tough. Good, thank you. I'm just going to ready the way some more by grabbing crafting materials because I'm an idiot. So, there's that. I mean, really, you never know when you're going to get some more Fade Touch stuff. There's plenty enough Stormheart around. And we got one already, so now then, what do we got? What's hiding from us here? Looks like we've got two potential routes. Both lead in there. But what? Aha! Well, that's not quite as... Alright.
Goodbye!
Gotcha. Oh, you've heard Griffiths is ahead, have you? Thanks for telling me that, even though you apparently didn't have any voice acting available. Alright, one more blockade to go. Hey. Hey.
Get the warrior!
Not a fan of those super assassins. No surprise, I suppose. They are not very nice to me. Well, I suppose you could shout for the Herald, but it might be best if you just, you know, fought for something else. Hey. Hey. I just cleared this area. There you go, let me cool you down there. Goodness me. Who do they think they are? Don't they know I'm the Inquisitor? I should hope they do. But if they don't, I'm happy to explain the issue to them in painstaking detail.
Good hunting, Inquisitor. We are keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the town.
Get the warrior! You and me! Let's go!
Oh, you've got it. Okay. I'm glad that worked out well for us. Thanks for all your help, Morrigan. You know, you can always use more artillery. Fade Touchdale's Lodenwool. Lodenwool? Lodenwool? I'm assuming it's Loden. Alright. Good stuff. Looks like we're continuing on in this direction.
One down!
Super assassins. Think you're all that. Well, you're not. I mean, you're pretty good, though, so there's that. Dang it, he really did disappear. Alright, looks like we're heading off this way. Wow, yet more Stormheart. Crazy. Oh, did that assassin come back? They've got it. It's just one guy. I choose to trust in the skills of my chosen army. Crazy birds. Alright, Temple Gates. I hope you're ready for some action. Because you're about to get some. Oh, those are mine. Yeah, here we are. Oof. Hey, Cullen, how you doing? Nice to see Cullen out here, getting his cull on. Yeah, see, it's pretty good. You gotta admit that. I mean, I thought it was pretty good too. I'm glad that he's out here flexing his muscles, as it were. Making sure that the work gets done. Was that? No, just a tropical bird. I was momentarily worried, but as it turns out, for no reason really. Don't even need the supply cache. I'm the best.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
I hope so.
I hear fighting ahead.
Hopefully nothing too terrible, but it looks like a whole bunch of dead soldiers, which is bad. It's a bunch of Red Dead Templars.
Namelana Sabanale.
They still
hey.
think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Oh god, you're annoying, Corypheus. That guy just pooped his pants. So Corypheus put himself into that guy's body, I'm assuming. Similarly to how he dealt with Larius, maybe? Oh, so that's his fancy magic armor.
It cannot be!
Cross the bridge, now!
Oh. Okay. Not quite what I was expecting, but close enough. Come on, close it up. Oof. That could have gone better. But now we're locked in here with Samson and his goons. Hopefully it's not Samson's Night. That was another really good one. You know, like Samsonite. But Samson's Night. Because it's Samson. And when it's someone's night, that means that they get to win. Alright.
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an Eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Okay.
You're not certain? You said you knew what he was looking for.
I suspected. I did not know.
From a certain point of view.
Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Fair.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So how many times do we need to kill him? It's a small number, right?
Strike Corypheus down, and he will rise anew.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
I suppose that makes sense. You fear the unknown. The unknown is Corypheus and his goons. Therefore, you fear Corypheus and his goons. Now then, anything else of interest here? I see another box. And a statue of Fenharel, the rebel god. I mean, it looks like a lion to me.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fenharel. In elven tales, He tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen'Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Perhaps someone added Fen'Harel on a whim. Who can say?
Human or elven, priests are jealous of their authority. It is difficult to imagine one would allow it. Still, so long as the wolf's jaws cannot close around us, we may pass safely on.
We may pass safely on, indeed.
The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land. They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Elves built all this.
Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Well, answering that question, let us destroy Corypheus for good.
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Fair enough.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
Come on.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
Well, you have a point.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess?
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You mean always?
Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
Oh?
There are varied accounts of Mythal?
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony. Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
But through the Alluvion, perhaps?
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the dread wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
Yeah, like how they've managed to survive here all this time without any outside help.
Is that even possible? How?
With magic, anything is possible. Whatever the truth, the Guardians successfully kept the temple a secret. They must kill all who enter, even the Dalish. A more sensible question might be, why?
I think you mean, why?
Let's continue.
As you wish.
When we return, let's continue. Until then, all the best.